Okay, this video is about aligning and distributing objects. The good thing is that Illustrator puts in these automatic tools so you don't have to manually line up objects. Super helpful. Make sure your work is clean by always making things are evenly aligned and evenly distributed, okay? Now, you will notice as you're working with Illustrator, right, you'll see these little intersection lines, and so you can go ahead and it's fairly easy to manipulate and align things because Illustrator is helping you out with a lot of these smart guides. We'll look close here. So those are these magenta lines that are coming. But far better is to go ahead and use up here these alignment and distribution tools. And I'm going to show you how these work. Now, the first thing, of course, is that you have to have, with it being contextual like that, you have to have your objects selected that you want to work on. I have these three different size squares, and say I want to align them. I want to align them right by their centers. I grab all three and I go ahead and click on vertical align center, if you notice the icon. Now, why did this jump down? Well, I actually guess it was working last time with aligning to artboard. Remember, this white space is your artboard. So not only did they center with each other, they centered on the artboard right there. So maybe that's not what I wanted. So let me hit Command Z. Let me go here and make sure just align to the selection. I never use key object. I always use either selection or artboard. So align to the selection, which makes it like kind of like do the math, like right, like so whatever's probably the biggest in this case is where it's gonna just distribute right there or align. Distribute works kind of similar since these are squares and things. Let me move that one again, and it will kind of send them so that they're aligned, right? But then I didn't align the tops, so maybe now I want to align them up to their tops, something like that. So you see, really it's just about trying to figure out what it is you're trying to do here. If you don't see these because your screen is too small, let's see if I can manipulate my screen here. It'll say something like align here, and then you'll have to drop it down. That depends on if you're a smaller laptop or something like that. If you're on the big lab computers, you'll probably always see these in the contextual. But always just go ahead and align these things again. Remember that you can align to the artboard. If you need something completely centered on the artboard, you just align it to the artboard, and then you would center it here and center it this way to get yourself centered. Should you not have these, there's still another way. You can go into Windows, Align, and that'll bring up the alignment pattern, and then you can leave it out just where you want it and move it to where you want it. But that's super helpful, right? Make sure that you are using alignment and distribution to make sure you have even edges, right? We're going to talk about alignment and how important it is to making your design work clean.